Pinocchio's Journey, the Power of Truth and Courage. Welcome, dear friends, to the magical tale of Pinocchio, a wooden puppet who dreamt of becoming a real boy. This is not just a story about a puppet. It's a story about the power of truth, the courage to make good choices, and the importance of believing in oneself. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind old man named Geppetto. He carved a puppet from a piece of wood and named him Pinocchio. Geppetto loved Pinocchio as if he were his own son, and he wished with all his heart for Pinocchio to become a real boy. One magical night, a fairy granted Geppetto's wish. Pinocchio came to life, but the fairy had one condition. Pinocchio must prove that he is brave, truthful, and unselfish to become a real boy. Pinocchio meets a sly fox and a tricky cat who tempt him with Pinocchio's journey was filled with challenges. He met many who tempted him to take the easy path, but Pinocchio had to learn that shortcuts often lead to trouble. He quickly discovered that lies only made his problems worse. As each time he lied, his nose grew longer and longer. Pinocchio is wandering through a lively marketplace, filled with the chatter of merchants and the hustle of busy townsfolk. He is wide-eyed, taking in the sights and sounds, when he suddenly encounters a sly fox and a tricky cat. The fox, tall and slender with a crafty smile, and the cat, shorter with a lazy, cunning expression, approach Pinocchio with a friendly demeanor. Sly Fox speaking. "Well, well, what do we have here? A fine young fellow like you, all alone? What a pity. You know, my dear boy, we could show you a world full of fun and riches. All you have to do is follow us." Tricky cat in a slow, persuasive tone. Yes, imagine. Gold coins, candy, toys, everything you've ever dreamed of. Why waste time on boring school books when you can have fun with us? Pinocchio hesitates, tempted by their promises. His innocent nature and desire for fun lead him to trust them, despite the slight feeling of unease in his heart. Tempted by their sweet words, Pinocchio ignored the warning in his heart and followed the sly fox and tricky cat, believing their promises of endless fun and riches. Remember, the truth might be hard, but it's always the best path. Pinocchio learned that telling the truth, even when it's difficult, is the first step to becoming the person you want to be. After being led astray by the fox and cat, Pinocchio finds himself in a dark, dusty puppet theater. The stage is filled with marionettes that move eerily on their own. The puppet master, a menacing figure with sharp eyes and a booming voice, grabs Pinocchio and forces him to perform in his shows every night. Puppet master said, grinning wickedly, "You, little puppet, are going to be my star. You'll dance and sing every night, and the crowds will love you. But don't think about running away. You're mine now." Pinocchio is heartbroken, realizing that he is no longer free. His wooden body feels heavy as he is forced to dance against his will, night after night. Trapped and alone, Pinocchio regretted ignoring the warnings of those who loved him. His poor choices had led him into a cage where he had no control over his own life. Desperate to escape, Pinocchio makes another mistake when he is lured to Pleasure Island, a place where children indulge in every kind of mischief. There, he is transformed into a donkey as a punishment for his bad behavior. Pinocchio, frightened, looking at his reflection as his ears grow long and his tail appears. "What's happening to me? I didn't want this. I just wanted to have fun." Pinocchio's heart sank as he realized that every wrong choice had turned him further away from his dream of becoming a real boy. Now he was a donkey, a symbol of his foolishness and stubbornness. It's never too late to change. Pinocchio realized that it takes courage to admit when you're wrong and to choose a better path, and that courage is what makes us stronger. After escaping the horrors of Pleasure Island, Pinocchio reflects on his journey. He sits alone by a quiet stream, looking at his reflection in the water. His face is filled with remorse and determination, as he realizes that the only way to achieve his dream is by being brave, truthful, and selfless. Pinocchio with determination in his voice. I've made so many mistakes, but I'm not going to give up. I want to be a real boy, a good boy. I will be brave, I will tell the truth, and I will do what is right, no matter how hard it is. Pinocchio rises, renewed with a sense of purpose. He decides to return home to Geppetto, but learns that Geppetto has gone searching for him and is now trapped inside a giant whale. Pinocchio knows what he must do. With a newfound sense of courage and responsibility, Pinocchio set out on a dangerous journey to save his father. He had learned that true bravery comes from facing your fears and doing what is right. Pinocchio bravely dives into the stormy sea, searching for the whale that has swallowed Geppetto. The ocean is dark and frightening, with towering waves and flashes of lightning. Despite his fear, Pinocchio swims deeper and deeper until he finally sees the enormous whale, its mouth gaping wide. Pinocchio shouting, "Hold on, father! I'm coming to save you!" Pinocchio swims inside the whale's mouth, navigating through the dark, cavernous belly until he finds Geppetto, weak and tired, but alive. Pinocchio hugs Geppetto tightly, tears in his eyes. Geppetto weak, but relieved. "Pinocchio, my son, you came for me. I'm so proud of you." Pinocchio, "We'll get out of here together, father. I won't leave you." With great ingenuity, Pinocchio devises a plan to make the whale sneeze them out by lighting a fire inside its belly. The whale sneezes violently, sending them both flying out and into the safety of the sea. Pinocchio's bravery and selflessness saved Geppetto, proving that he had truly changed. His actions showed that even the smallest among us can perform the greatest deeds when we act with love and courage. In the end, Pinocchio's bravery and love for his father led him to do something truly heroic. He rescued Geppetto from the belly of a giant whale, showing that he had finally learned what it meant to be brave, truthful, and selfless. The blue fairy appears and transforms Pinocchio into a real boy. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Pinocchio's journey shows us that, no matter how many mistakes you make, if you keep trying and believe in yourself, you can become the person you were meant to be. And so, Pinocchio's wish came true. He became a real boy, not just because of the magic of the fairy, but because he learned to be brave, truthful, and to care for others.